And my hands are like, my knuckles are starting to hurt because I'm gripping the controller so much. Oh. Yeah, I didn't even like, I was like, oh my god. Game over. Fatality.
Welcome to the...
Very well.
Hooray! Ugh. Oh my god! Whoa! I was gonna say, if I could get out of that. Nope. Yeah.
Welcome to the...
I wish you good luck.
Ugh.
Final.
I hope to finish this battle soon because my hand is like really hurting right now. No! Shit! No! I wanted to dash, like, so. Gotcha! Wow! I can't believe it. I was able to pull it off with Chie. All 4 battles, I was able to pull off the finishing move with Chie. I feel so accomplished.
My, she was quite easily defeated. Evidently, I didn't push her far enough. Well, she is a test unit, so this is as far as my little game goes.
That voice continues to emanate from Labris, who has fallen to her knees and stopped moving. So whoever is speaking through her is controlling her. How dare they treat her like some object? What the hell's wrong with them?
Who are you? Why are you doing this to Labris?
As they yell in anger, Labris straightens up in an unnatural manner.
I should thank you all. Although this didn't work out, you did stay in it to the very end.
Labris's shadow was only the mastermind of the tournament. I see now. You're the true culprit behind the whole thing.
That's right. Labris wasn't a persona user. She was a victim. The shadow should have appeared after that. That means there was someone else who dropped Labrys into a TV. Just like in last year's case.
Indeed, it was I who stole Labrys away. Since I don't have a persona and can't enter a TV, I needed a puppet that could run amok for me. Labrys' persona was only partially awakened, so I had a feeling her shadow would appear if she underwent a little suffering. You got the better of me this time. You deserve to know at least that much.
This time? Are you still planning something?
Who knows?
What the hell? Labrys has a heart. Do you even understand how much pain she went through because of you?
Seriously, what the hell? Labrys is being controlled from some safe place outside the TV. How much suffering do they think Labrys went through? How could they laugh when she is in so much pain? But the voice continues on, mocking me for not understanding.
A heart, meaningless. Whether or not she has one matters not at all to my plan.
What?
Well then, everyone, until we meet again.
The voice cuts out and Labrys immediately collapses on the spot. Aiga-san instantly catches her and calls out her. Calls to her? Is that what they were trying to say? But Labrys is unconscious. I don't know what to do with my fists, so I begin swinging them aimlessly. We'd save her and she was so happy. Why did she have to be put through this?
It seems whoever our adversary is, they're connected to us. You shouldn't get involved in this any further. From here on, leave this to us.
Wait a sec! After what that bastard did to us, you're telling us to butt out?
I understand how you feel, but this is too dangerous for you. We will do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. Trust in us and let us work.
But
I'm so irritated that I can't put my thoughts into words. Mitsuru-san may be right, but that doesn't do anything for my feelings. I mean, some bastard's going to say that a person's heart has no meaning. I can't just let him get away with it.
Guys, let's leave this to them.
huh?
I'm about to shout at Mitsuru-san, but Yukun stops me. We should just get out of here? I know what he's getting at, but... Yes, I'm completely exhausted. And I did fight some seriously intense battles one after another, pulling off those amazing finishing moves. And some of us, like Rize-chan, have been stuck in this world for so long that I'm sure she's at her limit. I mean, thinking rationally, I know that we need to go back home. Still,
Labrys.
seeing Labrys unconscious in Aigis' arms wounds me. Isn't there anything that we can do for Labrys? Do we have to say goodbye like this? I look towards Yukun once more when he winks at me.
Huh? What?
Ha 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 ha. When we return to the real world, all the energy that had been powering me for so far drains away and I begin staggering. Everyone else appears to be in a similar state, and we immediately go our separate ways without much discussion. I went straight home and fell into bed, but I couldn't get to sleep. All these feelings are swirling around inside me, and I can't sort them out. Sheesh! As I toss and turn in bed, my cell phone rings without warning. I look at it, and it's a number I don't recognize. I should ignore it. But it does bother me that I'm getting a call right now. I decide to pick up. Lo and behold, the voice I hear is... Yusuke's! No. The call said to meet at a certain location the next morning. When I arrived, I saw an amazing limousine parked on the plain countryside road. It's just, this thing is so long, it's insane! Even if this was in a movie, it would have to be a comedy because nobody would believe that a car this long and sleek would exist in real life. Can it even turn a corner? It's hard to see through the windows of this ridiculous limo, but I can see 4 people who are just as remarkable as the car itself. Labris had called me last night, and the people in the car were Mitsuru-san's group. Thank goodness she did wake up after all.
Labris!
When I call out to her, Labris immediately gets out of the car. Mitsuru-san, Akihiko-san, and Aiga-san follow as well. Oh, and she's not carrying that axe on her back. I imagine that it would be hard to get into a car with that thing.
I'm sorry for calling you here all of a sudden, but they told me we'd be leaving already.
The follow-up is over, after all. Our work here is done.
I am dark and mysterious.
I'm glad to hear that, Master.
Master.
Actually, I spoke a bit with Akihiko-san on the phone last night, too. When I thanked him for helping us persuade Mitsuru-san, all he said was, it wasn't anything special. I only did what was necessary. Damn, what an awesome thing to say! During that little chat, I became convinced that what this person is striving for is very similar to my own goals. That's why I'm going to call him Master. I'll look up to him as an idol until I can match his strength and resolve.
I told you to stop calling me that.
Chie, if you start wearing a red cape and battling people in Africa, might need to talk.
No, you're my master. Though, I gotta admit, part of me has just always wanted to say macho things like that.
But you're not a man.
A true man isn't bound by his sex.
Yeah, Akihiko!
I see. My apologies.
Your leap of logic is so extreme it could reach the moon.
Laris giggles at seeing our banter. I can't help but smile as well. He sounds embarrassed, but maybe a little happy too. Still,
You're going with them too, Labris?
to be honest, I wanted to be with her more. But if I said such things, it would just trouble Labris, so I swallow those words. Labris speaks to me as such things are going through my mind.
Yeah. I decided I'm gonna work with Mitsuru-san and them. I'm gonna find whoever it was that set you all up and catch him myself. I won't let any danger come to you guys. So, this is just a short farewell.
Labris.
I felt like someone gripped my heart. Labris has been through so much worse than we have. All the problems she had to face. Yet, she's going to fight for us? Whoever this culprit is, they can't be allowed to get away with doing this to her. Labris has such a kind heart. For them to treat her like some object is just unforgivable. My happiness for Labris, my anger at the bastard who had controlled her, and my frustration are not being able to help. I feel tears in my eyes. I look down, not wanting her to see me cry, but a large hand slaps me on the back.
Your passion had a real effect on Lapras. You should be more proud.
Master!
That sounds so weird.
A true man is only allowed to cry when he loses his wallet.
Yes, Master!
That's a rather shallow occasion for tears. Did something happen to you during your trip?
It's true that the mental scars one would face if one lost one's wallet in an unknown land halfway across the globe would be immeasurable.
Ah, there they are. Hey!
Our friends have gathered around us. Of course, I had told everyone about the phone call I'd gotten from Labrys.
You could have stayed a little longer, you know?
Seriously, we got a whole week off and we didn't get to hang out at all.
It's truly a shame. Well, until next time.
Until we meet again.
Labrys is smiling, surrounded by all of us. My passion had a real effect on Labrys. That's what Master said, but I don't think it's entirely true. Labrys changed because of her own will. She seriously wished that she was understood. That's why her wish came true. I think that's all there is to it.
We should get going.
At Mitsuru-san's signal, the limousine's engine turns on. It's time for them to leave. Labrys' face clouds over. Sheesh, looks like I gotta say something.
No, a true man wouldn't cry.
I make a bright smile. Labrys also smiles, then enters the limo. As the car takes off, Labrys sticks her head out the window and yells loudly.
Hey, Chie! I'm really glad that I met you, Chie!
Oh, it's no use! I'm the one who told her not to cry! Labrys is smiling, but just like I told her. Looks like I won't be a true man today.
I'll see you.
See, that would be me too. I'd be like on the side going, "Ah!" Okay, after seeing them off, we held the long postponed reunion party for Yukun. We were all feeling a little down after having to say farewell to Labrys, but that immediately picked up our spirits back up. We were so happy that everyone was able to get together like this. We thought that it was impossible. And there was one more happy surprise. Also, this doesn't mean that we won't be able to see Labrys again. I stretch out and look up at the sky. Yep, Golden Week starts for us today. Later that night.
Dear Akihiko-san. That doesn't feel right.
Dear Master. I crumple up yet another piece of paper and throw it into the trash can. I just can't figure out how to start this letter. I'm not really good at writing letters.
Oh, maybe it's too formal.
All those how to write professional business letter articles I looked up online really aren't very helpful. I take a deep breath and...
To my master. Ooh, much better.
I relax and my pen follows the wishes of my heart. I don't have the best penmanship, but I think it's a lot nicer to get a handwritten letter than an email.
How have you and Labrys been? I've been well. I've been doing my best while remembering what you said to me on that day. Do you remember? You told me that I would be able to do the right thing. That made me want to become a police officer even more. So, in order to catch the culprit, me and the investigation team are... Oh. Phew! That was close. I'm supposed to keep that a secret from him.
We're gonna find the one who had been using Labrys. In other words, the investigation team is back in action. That was the big surprise that had come out at Yu-kun's party. Yu-kun himself was the one who suggested it, so we were all surprised. Seriously. He said, let's leave this to them, right in front of Mitsuru-san and the others. But it looks like Yu-kun had other plans in mind right from the start. Man, if he can be such a convincing actor, I can't go spilling the beans in a letter. But to lie to Master... No! I have to lie to him! I can't let him find out no matter what. I crumple up the piece of paper again and throw it away.
I guess this really isn't my thing. I'll give it another try tomorrow.
I'll be able to do the right thing. I'm gonna believe in those words and do my best to live up to them. I really want him to know that. Next to the letter is a police academy entrance exam guide. I bought this a long time ago, but I haven't even touched it since I bought it. I've got to face that someday too. When I look at the clock, I realize that it's already past midnight.
Oh, yeah. So sleepy. Oh. Since Yukon's with us again, we've got to give what we decided on our best shot. Investigating on our own, huh?
I stand up from my chair and stretch out, then fall onto my bed. It's so fluffy. I can't stop myself from immediately drifting off into sleep.
I'll do my best to...
My future, what I want to protect, an enemy we must fight. There's so much that I need to think about. I'm not good at thinking, and there's probably going to be a lot of things that don't go as we plan. But I just need to concentrate on one thing at a time. Even if something doesn't go well, I shouldn't let it get to me. Yes, because I have friends, and I know I can go on.
Along with my friend.
Again, another awesome story. Oh my god, my back. Stretch. Alrighty! So that was Chie's story. Again, that was really good. That was really good. What's funny is, when I first heard about Persona 4 Arena, this was around, like, when, Persona 4 Arena was first coming out, or when it was first announced. I was in the middle of playing Persona 3, and I had a bunch of friends of mine who were playing Persona 4, and that's how they kind of got me into Persona 4. And of course, when I found out, and then when they told me about Persona 4 Arena, they're like, you gotta play Persona 4 now, and I'm like, well, when I beat Persona 3, I'll play Persona 4. So, but then in the meantime, I was working towards, getting the recording equipment and everything for Persona. Or just recording equipment in general. And that's when my friends got me Persona 4, the original PS2 version of Persona 4, and now my channel has been Persona. Granted, yeah, I played a bunch of other games in between. But everybody here has seen that I played a lot of Persona. And you know what? So far, this is my favorite. Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 4 Arena, I will admit, is now like my favorite story series. So, and of course now with Persona 5 on the way, I'm so freaking excited for Persona 5. And to tell you the truth, even though in Persona 5, I think we're gonna get new characters. Persona 5. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this in previous videos, but I also, a while ago, I got my hands on Persona 2, the original PS1 version of Persona 2. It's on the PlayStation. It was on the PlayStation Network. So I grabbed it. I grabbed it, and I'm like, hell yeah. so goddamn. It seems like whatever games that I want to do playthroughs of, like I want to do playthroughs of all the Persona games, but they're so great, but they are long. Like Persona 4, 15 to 20, 30 minute long videos. That was 260 videos, and I think I clocked it at 100 hours, I believe, when I was done with it the first time. So I don't know, but yeah, but I got Persona 2, and I've heard from a lot of my friends who are into Persona saying that Persona 2 is so downplayed. Like Persona 3 and Persona 4 have been so popular compared to Persona 2. And the only time it's ever mentioned in the series about Persona 2 is in Persona 2 is Persona 3, when you start the Hermit social link with the Innocent Sin Online. Apparently, and the character Maya and Tatsuya, who I guess are the two main characters in Persona 2. I don't know. That's all I've heard. I don't know how the story of Persona 2 goes. All I know is that it's like has a bunch of has to do with like an online game or something. So I don't know, but I'm very interested in Persona 2. And then Persona 4 Golden, and then Persona 3 Portable, the female protagonist. So it's like I have all these Persona games I want to play, and then I have a whole like other library of other games I want to play. It's just so difficult. So many games, so little time. So but yeah, I have to admit though, I'm not a big fan of the fighting. I'm still not a big fan of the fighting style. Like, yeah, I've gotten better. I'm playing it on hell difficulty, but it still doesn't. I'm still not a big fan of the fighting style. I can understand why they made it into a fighting style game, like this kind of a story, and how well it does fit. I just wish that they did something other than a fighting game. It's like, how can you go from an RPG series to a Blaze Blue fighting style game? I mean, seriously. Yeah, I know. I understand how it fits with the story and everything, with the battle and everything, and introducing Labris and all that, but why can't it be RPG? So I can't wait. And you know what's funny? It's like I can't even wait to play more Persona still. So
these were our sponsors for
thank
today's
you,
program.
Atlas and Arc Systems Works. Guys are awesome. Alrighty. So that was Chie's story down.
Welcome.
So we got Chie's story down. We are getting there, like, oh my god. So after Chie's, it'll be a Yukiko next. So I'm very, very excited to see where that goes. I think, who am I looking forward most, like, scene-wise here? I think I'm looking forward to Aigus's. Very interested to see how hers is gonna go.
The persona ability is the power to
Margaret,
control
I am
one's own
talking.
heart. And the heart is
Oh well.
strengthened
So
through bonds.
alrighty.
As you
So
form bonds by becoming involved with others.
one
your
one more
associations
ending
will
down.
gradually develop.
This many more to go.
Power of
So
will determine
on
the
the
persona's abilities.
Yukikos. See ya.